Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're well. I am fabulous. I'm wonderful. I may not be as good as Will Howard, but I'm still pretty good. And we're going to get into Will Howard because he has a new college football home right after I remind you to subscribe to this channel. Now we're getting close to 12K, and that's a nice little milestone. If you're watching on a daily basis at our YouTube channel, please subscribe. This channel's free to you. You just get served a few ads, and subscribing actually helps our algorithm reach more and more fans. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. On with the DD, Will Howard is a Buckeye. He's headed to Ohio State University. It's been an interesting process as Kansas State's former starting quarterback hit the transfer portal. And there's been a lot of talk about him going to USC or Miami or Wisconsin or Kentucky. And there was a lot of schools involved with Will Howard. But late in the process, Ohio State emerged as a contender and really put on the full court press and landed Howard on Thursday. So congratulations to the Ohio State. You got a good quarterback. And I know there's been some fans from Ohio State thinking he's kind of mid, but this was the guy who literally came off the bench last season when Adrian Martinez was injured and led the Wildcats to victories in every game he started except for the Sugar Bowl against Alabama. Martinez came back for the Texas game. K-State lost. He got injured again, and off the Cats went with Will Howard. He was really good in 22. He had good receivers. He had his tight end, Ben Sinnott, who they had a connection as roommates that was just fun to watch them work together. And, of course, he had Deuce Vaughn, not only K-State's leading rusher, but leading receiver coming out of the backfield, as the guy was just incredible. Well, Deuce went to the NFL. Sinnott returned, but Malik Knowles ran out of eligibility, as did Cade Warner. So he kind of had to reestablish ties with the new set of receivers, and he and Phillip Brooks, who was around the prior season, did have some connections. But overall, K-State's receivers just weren't good enough this past year. True freshman Jace Brown came on at the end of the season and helped out quite a bit, but by going to Ohio State, his whole life will change in the fact that his receivers now will be able to get separation and get open. Yeah, I'm trashing K-State's receivers because I don't think they played that well this past season, and they held Will Howard back. Now, I'm not going to blame everything on the receivers. I don't think Howard was as sharp as he was in 22, but he also never quite got into that quarterback rhythm you need to find. He's going to find it in Columbus. I'm confident of that. With those guys and the amount of talent around him, Ohio State's going to thrive with Will Howard at quarterback. I truly believe it. And for a kid who grew up in Big Ten country, to be able to have his family come over 6 or 7 hours just driving instead of flying all the way to Manhattan, Kansas, it's got to be pretty cool. Congratulations, Will. You're still loved in Manhattan, Kansas by the fans, and they will be watching intently. But around here, it's Avery Johnson time. And that led to Will's departure in so many ways. Everyone's happy here. Everyone's pleased with the outcome. Will, go tear it up in the Big Ten.